Good morning, good morning. Hi, I'm Scarlett, and today we're going to take a look at Surya Namaskar B, and specifically, we're going to be focusing in and slowing down that transition from upward facing dog to warrior one. So, let's go over to the mat. Okay, so let's slow it down now and really clarify every move to warrior one. So here we've come on an inhalation to upward facing dog. Hands are pressing into the floor, arms are lengthening, and shoulders are away from the ears. Lifting the gaze up towards the sky, making sure you're not flicking the head back and crunching into the back of the neck. Back of the neck is long, eyes are lifting. Through the feet, tops of the feet are pressing into the floor, and you're lengthening from the hips into the toes, so the whole legs are active, thigh muscles are engaged, and it's really important here that if the butt muscles are clenching, you make a slight internal rotation of the legs. At the same time, you have Mula Bandha, keeping the pelvic floor active and drawing the lower abdomen in. Whew, that's quite difficult to stay there for a long time. And then from here, we came on an inhale. We're going to exhale and press the hips up and back. And at the same time, with the same exhalation, we step the right foot forward. And at this point, you're already starting to set up the alignment for warrior one. So, front knee directly above the heel, and see if you can get that knee at a 90-degree angle, which means dropping your hips down until this right leg thigh is parallel to the floor. With the hips still low, just make a little hop until you can plant the back foot flat on the floor, the foot will turning deeply. As you inhale, coming up nice and strong, palms together above the head, and if you feel this left hip rolling backwards, so you're squaring the hips to the side of the mat, this is not what you want. You want to internally rotate through that back foot leg. So from the foot, an internal rotation starts, traveling up the leg to bring this hip forward. With the knee still above the heel, the arms come up on the inhale. And keeping the lower abdomen drawn in, and see if you can find that little bit of extra length with the tailbone reaching down towards the floor. As you exhale, you're going to float the arms down. Take the right foot back. Make sure the feet are hip width apart before you bend the elbows. And on the inhale, coming into upward facing dog. Again, let's go through to the other side. On the exhalation, the hips lift. You push up and back into downward facing dog for a split second. And on that same exhalation, you take the left foot forward. Sink your hips until thigh bone is parallel to the floor and the knee is at a 90-degree angle. At this point, stay in this alignment. Just turn the back foot in, the back foot heel, in slightly or even deeply until you can get the foot flat on the floor. With the inhalation, we're coming up nice and strong. And with the exhalation, floating back down into Chaturanga, your version of. Inhaling, upward facing dog, and exhaling, downward facing dog. As you exhale, soften the knees, and as you inhale, jump or step towards the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhaling, folding into active legs, and as you inhale, Utkatasana, and as you exhale, Tadasana. Okie dokie, so let's flow through that in real time. No breaking the flow. I'm just going to talk us through Surya Namaskar B, step by step, breath by breath. So, standing in Tadasana. As you inhale, Utkatasana. Exhaling, folding forward. Release the head. Use the inhalation coming up halfway. And as you exhale, plant the hands down, step or jump back. Make sure the feet are hip width apart. Bend the elbows. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, pushing up and back, step your right foot forward, plant the back foot down, make sure the knees in line. Inhale, come up. Exhaling, stepping back. And as you inhale, coming all the way up into upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. And still the exhalation, foot comes forward, inhaling, coming up. As you exhale, float the hands down, step the foot back and bend the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. And I'm going to leave you here today in downward facing dog. Jolly good. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you next time for another Surya Namaskara A or B video tutorial.